Hello, Senior 1. In lesson 2 about chemical structure of living organism, lipids. Okay, we had before carbohydrates, second lesson about the second macromolecule, lipids. Okay, also lipids, macromolecules. Okay, biological macromolecules composed of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, like carbohydrates. Okay, lipids group, large group of different compounds, okay, divided into simple, complex, and derivative. First one, simple lipids like fats, wax, and oil. Complex lipids like phospholipids. Derivative lipids like steroids and cholesterol. From the properties of lipids, lipids cannot dissolve in water or any polar solvent, okay, because cannot make a bond with these solvents, but can dissolve in some organic solvents like benzene and carbon tetrachloride. Okay, so lipids non-polar, dissolve in non-polar solvents but cannot dissolve in polar solvents. The molecular structure of lipids. Lipids consist of two parts. First part, 3 fatty acids, okay, bound to a glycerol molecule or alkyl molecule. This is the structure of monomer of lipid. Okay, this zigzag line, a simple fatty acid and one glycerol molecule. Importance of lipids. Carbohydrates was source of energy. Also lipids, source of energy. But lipids, okay, it's source of energy, biggest one but not fastest one. Okay, first one is source of energy. Number 2, main component, as we see later, of the cell membrane. Okay, share in structure of phospholipid, that is main structure of cell membrane. About total 5% of the cell or organic compounds are forming in lipid structure. Some animals like polar bears, like penguins, seals, store lipids fats under their skins to prevent get their heat energy out of their bodies and keep it warm. They work as protective layer in some plants and animals. Some plants like cactus or desert plants, okay, in shape of wax. In animals, okay, because of fats stored under skin, and also some birds, their feathers covered with the oily layer, okay, to prevent the water penetration of their bodies. So also oil work as protective layer. From one of more and more importances of lipids, okay, work as hormones, okay, by means of steroids. Classification of lipids. Lipids, as we said in our lesson, first, simple lipids, okay, consist of only fatty acid and alcohol like oil, fats, and wax. Number 2, complex lipids like phospholipids. Number 3, derivative lipids. Meaning of derivative lipids is coming from simple and complex lipids by hydrolysis or reaction with water. First one, oil, or named by triglycerides, liquid, okay. Type of fatty acid and type of alcohol is very important point here to differ between types of lipids. Type of fatty acids here is unsaturated fatty acids, meaning of unsaturated, that the chain of fatty acids contain single and double covalent bond between carbon and another carbon atoms. And the type of alcohol here is glycerol. Example, some birds, as we said, okay, like aquatic or water birds, their feathers covered by oily substance Why? To prevent water from penetration their bodies, okay, and if it penetrate their bodies, the bird cannot fly up. This water, this oil layer, okay, it's lipid, and lipid cannot dissolve in water, so it will repel water out, and the feather, okay, will not keep water inside it. Number 2, fats or glycerides, solid in ordinary temperature, the responsible for its solidity, okay, the type of fatty acid here is saturated. Meaning of saturated, the chain of fatty acid contain only one type of bond, single bond between carbon atoms, so it's saturated with hydrogen atoms. And the another one, glycerol, okay, like butter. The last one in sample, wax, formed from also fatty acids saturated like fats, but higher molecular than fatty fats. And the type of alcohol here, not glycerol but monohydric alcohol, okay, meaning of monohydric contain only one group of OH. The function of wax cover a lot of green plants, okay, especially the increase in thickness in desert plant, because wax is a transparent layer that covered the green part of the plant, which come water from this out. By this covering, water that loose from green plants will decrease by processes named by transpiration process. Okay, complex lipids, okay, by this shape, the longitudinal chain, okay, this is glycerol and is linked with one fatty acid, second fatty acid, and the third one replaced by two groups, okay. First group is PO4 phosphate, second group is choline group. So by determination, the elements that share in phospholipid or complex lipid, hydrogen, yes, oxygen, carbon, sulfur, and nitrogen and phosphorus, okay, nitrogen and phosphorus. Phospholipid present in cell membrane or plasma membrane. It's membrane that surround the animal cell, represent the first membrane, or in plant cell second membrane, okay, so it present in both animal and plant cell. The structure consists of two fatty acids and instead of the third one by phosphate group and choline group. This shape of cell membrane here bilayer consists of two layers, okay, above each other, head, tail, and head, okay. This is the unit of the phospholipid, okay, and embedded with the protein, as we will explain later in unit 2. Phospholipids have a biological importance, yes, because they detect or surround the plant and animal cell. And senior 2 will know the complete function also of phospholipid or cell membrane. Cell membrane control the passage of the mineral salts that pass through this membrane. Third one, derivative lipids. Derivative, as we said again, lipids which are derived from complex and simple lipids with the hydrolysis process, meaning of hydrolysis reactions in presence of water. From examples, first one, cholesterol, okay, it's a type of lipid, come from trans fats, yes, type of fats when it intake by a large amount inside your body turn to cholesterol. Cholesterol has, as you See here, this is normal artery. By eating a lot of fat, the fats will precipitate at the internal wall of the artery. Then the thickness of this precipitation will increase by increasing eating of lipids, and as you see here, finally the artery, okay, will be narrowed. The cavity that let blood to move through will decrease, and the blood cannot flow smoothly through artery. Number 2, from examples on derivative lipids, some hormones like steroids. In your information, for your information, all hormones are proteins except only one type, steroids, from lipids. Steroids play an important role in living organisms because all hormones play an important role in organization of all biological process. Okay, from type of steroids, sex hormones in male and female. In female, male and female, yes, male like testosterone, female like two types of hormones, estrogen and progesterone. Detection of the lipids practically. How can I detect it? By using a reagent, its name sodium 4 reagent. If you remember, in carbohydrates, glucose was detected by Benedict. In starch, detected by iodine. Here, lipids detected by sodium 4 reagent. Okay, its color will be turned to red. That's very important question here. Why sodium 4 reagent used in detection lipids? Because it dissolve in lipids. Because sodium 4 dissolve in lipids. Look here carefully to test tubes. Okay, first, oil separate than water in the upper layer, so the sodium 4 reagent will detect the oil which is located on the surface of the oil of the water, sorry. So the color only will turn to red, the upper layer. Okay, this is after shaking. Okay, it will distribute all over the water, then it will separate later. Thank you.